Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki and let's jump into today's project. The materials you will need is air-dry clay, some bottles, water, some plates, and also a box cutter. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start making our beads, and you will see a shape that my son did. That's why I have my hands so dirty because we were crafting. And I'm just making some beads out of the clay like that, and I made one that's huge, and that's this one I made. Another one that's a little bit smaller than that one. I just moved my son's figure out of the way, and now I'm just taking my clay, and as you can see I just rolled it, and now I'm just using a glass to cut a circular shape. And I'm just taking the excess, and he just stole the excess. And now I'm gonna cut a smaller shape on the inside, and I will take that one, kind of circle, something like that, and I will place it on the side because I'm gonna use that one too. But I'm just gonna wet the sides so we can get a smoother sides to that. And now I'm just taking a smaller cap, and I'm just cutting a circle on the center like that and applying water. Now I'm making two holes, and I'm making two holes on the top one and two holes on my half moon shape. I'm just checking out if the bead fits, and now I'm just making some like worms out of clay. I'm so sorry this is out of focus, but now you will see I'm just rolling them out, and I'm just making like an U shape. You will see it a little bit better after I finish. Out of focus here, but now I'm just gonna make another circular form, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more of clay and cut the center a circle like that and smooth it using more water. And I'm gonna make two holes as you see me doing here. For that I'm using a skewer like that, and I'm just gonna roll it through my shape. It's a circle. Okay, and now I'm flipping it over and just adding more water and making sure my holes are nicely done. And now I'm making some more beads, and I'm gonna continue making my shapes. This is to your liking. I'm gonna continue playing with that because this is so relaxing. I just love it. And as you can see, I'm making something like finger cover, but it's not that. I will show you later. This is part of the Chic for Cheap DIY challenge hosted by Christi from Christi Creates and Liam Knapp from DIY Beauty on Purpose. In the description box down below, you're gonna find a link to both of their channels and also to the playlist for this month, Chic for Cheap. Remember to check them out because you will love both of their channels. And also check out the playlist because I know you will find lots of inspiration to create beautiful things that are chic for cheap. So go ahead and check out the playlist. These are the pieces that I made, and now I'm going to use a foam plate, and I'm taking the beads to the side, but I'm leaving the finger cover. No, that's not a finger cover. And I'm going to use this red and some orange, and I thought I was going to use yellow, but I didn't. So I'm going to use only that deep red and some pumpkin orange. I'm going to mix it really nicely using my paintbrush, my really old and well-loved paintbrush. And now I'm gonna start painting my shapes using that color, and that color is a really nice terracotta color. It's beautiful. Look at that, it's just beautiful. And I'm gonna paint it in front and the back, everywhere. Remember that if you like modern farmhouse, boho decor, and a couple of silly jokes like the ones that I did, subscribe because that's what I do here. And I'm gonna continue painting my shapes just like that, really nicely. If you can hear some sounds, additional to my voice. It's pouring today. I'm gonna let them dry, and I'm gonna take some twine and that piece of wood, round wood, and I'm gonna make one piece of cord so I can attach my moon, but I forgot that I have to add my beads first. And I'm gonna add one of the biggest beads and another of the medium beads. Yeah, that's the big one. And I'm gonna add that like so. And then I'm gonna tie a knot below my two beads so they stay there because I want them to stay. And now I'm gonna add my half moon like that, and I'm gonna tie it really nicely, doing the same. And then I'm gonna cut the excess cord, but don't worry, we're gonna add more of that. Now I cut the excess, and now I'm gonna take more of that twine, and I'm gonna attach that twine to the bottom hole of my half moon. And I did the same, like two pieces, just taking it the center and just tying it like that. I don't know the name for that knot. And now I'm gonna add some beads, like one bead, I think. Let me just assemble this to the side so I can remember how I'm gonna assemble it. One bead, one of the squiggly thingies. Yeah, I just invented another word. And one of the squiggly thingies after that one. And as you can see, after I add each and every one of them, I make a knot. And now I'm gonna add that circle, and I'm gonna add my bead. And I'm struggling with that bead. And if I keep struggling, I'm gonna add hot glue. Now I'm adding hot glue because the struggle is real. After I add a little bit of hot glue, we're gonna add our bead, and then we're gonna tie a knot when we finish with that. You see, we have the bead, we have the piece, and now we're adding the knot. And another one, just to be safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. And now for the end, I'm adding two beads. One is a little bit bigger than the other one, and I'm adding the finger cover. And you will see why I made that finger cover a little bit later. And now I'm tying a knot like we did before, and I'm tying another one like that. And then I'm gonna take my twine, and I'm gonna start wrapping it around my hand. And if you know me by now, I'm making it tassel, so I'm gonna wrap a lot of times that twine around my fingers. And then I'm gonna cut and look for a little bit of twine, a piece of twine that I had, and I'm gonna tie the top like that, just doing a simple knot. And then I'm gonna straighten my tassel, and I'm gonna tie on the top like that, really tight. And then I'm gonna cut the tassel and give it a haircut. Look at that, she's so cute. Yeah, she looks really cute. That's a pandemic haircut. Now I'm just making the hole bigger so I can get my twine from the hanger. The hanger? No, it's not a hanger, it's a wall hanging. I just made it a hanger. Now I just take that finger cover and I turn it into what it is. It's a tassel cover. A little bit of hot glue, tie that excess cord around like that, the twine, add a little bit of hot glue, and that will be it. You will have a beautiful wall hanging. This is my inspiration. So beautiful. And this is how it turned out. As you can see, we have our beautiful wall hanging over here. I'm so in love with this piece. I just hung it in my room because I love it, and it goes with my boho decor. Look at that, it's so cute, and it just it's the most relaxing project I've done. And remember, if you like modern farmhouse boho decor, a couple silly jokes, and some seasonal decor, subscribe because that's what I do here. And remember to check out the playlist and our host channels, because I know you will love them. And this is how it's looking. Remember that if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe so you can keep on watching these type of videos. Look at that, so cute. Take care. Bye-bye.